In this video, we're going to be talking about one of Oasis' most underrated and obscure songs. It is the incredible Roll It Over from Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. I love the album Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. I think, for my money, it's one of the best Oasis albums. It's just behind the first two. And I really respect the ambition on the album. I respect the different sounds. I respect the creativity. I respect the honesty and vulnerability on the album. The kind of come down feel after the massive success of Oasis.
The new reincarnation of the band, the new members, the new record.
That's rubbish, the record.
It's rubbish. And you mean what by that?
I mean, all the tracks are rubbish except for mine on it.
This song kind of went over my head for years. You know, I just kind of ignored it. I found it boring. I never really engaged with it. But then on one of my many listens through to this album, Roll It Over just washed over me. And then I saw Liam Gallagher play it live, and it's just a staggering song. You know, it's an all-encompassing song. It's a song about acceptance and letting go and just laying everything on the line. Roll it over my soul and leave me here. You could take it two ways. You could take it negatively, like Liam Gallagher giving up and being sad and just, I don't know what to do anymore. Or you could have it, roll it over my soul and leave me here, like I just give up, I surrender. And you know, it's a mysterious song. You don't really know what it is about. You can take either side from this. Look around at all the plastic people who live without a care. That is a very kind of dark and nihilistic lyric. They come and sit with me around my table but never bring a chair. Like, I find these lyrics really haunting. They really kind of, you know, send a shiver up my spine. They're really odd. And there is this kind of morbid, odd feeling to the song. And there's lots of that throughout Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. Lots of strangeness and bizarre sounds and menacing vibes. And Noel Gallagher was really keying into something genuine on these songs. I feel like he had given up emotionally on a lot of these songs, and he was probably for the first time engaging feelings of depression and thinking, is this it? You know, the original title for Standing on the Shoulders of Giants was actually one of the songs Where Did It All Go Wrong? That's the mindset Noel Gallagher was in. And it's perfectly delivered by Liam on this, because Liam sounds desperate and strained and, you know, in pain as he screams, roll it over my soul and leave me here. It really feels like Liam belting out to the universe, I give up, I surrender. Very dominating song. Like, it feels like a big wall of sound, and I love the structure of the song. You know, obviously starts off with those slow building eerie verses, and then I love the pre-chorus, the doesn't make it all right, it doesn't make it all right. That's very catchy, that little thing, but it's such a small, simple statement. But it builds up to that chorus that creeps up on you. Does it make it alright? It doesn't make it alright. You can hear it and just go, well, all it is him saying, roll it over my soul and leave me here. But it does creep up on you, because it's the more you hear him yelling that line out, the more, for me, I just key into it and I start to relate and I start to really feel it each time he does, especially when he plays it live. When Liam Gallagher belts this out live, I thought there's genuinely nothing like it for me. And this is just a song that's completely forgotten by people who talk about Oasis. I know the fans haven't forgotten it because they were just singing along whenever Liam plays it. But, you know, no one really talks about this when they talk about this album. It's kind of a forgotten album, really. And I don't know why it got such a bad reception. People were just expecting, I guess, Oasis to come out with those anthems again. They didn't want them to experiment. And maybe they experimented a bit too hard on Standing on the Shoulders of Giants, but I respect it. The kind of progressive tones and the instruments they use, the machines they use to get different sounds, the kind of Eastern influences. It just gives the album a whole mood that dominates things. It was almost like the band that knocked down the door unapologetically back at Definitely Maybe and What's the Story, Morning Glory, we're now telling you we're human too. Like, you've seen us be these hard men, these don't care about anything, these fun-loving guys, but we're vulnerable, and I respect that. You know, this is a real vulnerable song that whenever I hear it, I sit there in silence. It's one of those, I have to do it. I always think whenever I'm going to listen to Roll It Over again, you know what, this time I'll do, you know, be able to do something else, focus on something else. I have to sit there and listen to the whole song from start to finish in silence and just let it wash over me. It really is like a shroud goes over you when you listen to this song. That's just, you have to keep on you until the end. And that shroud, you feel like, is Liam's regret, Liam's pain inside, Liam's yearning, because it all comes through in his voice. He really did make it his. I don't think Noel Gallagher could have delivered this in the same way. Even though it's Noel's words, you feel this song is Liam. I identify this song with Liam, and I feel all of his issues bearing down on me when he yells that out. And again, I just love the kind of strange, atmospheric, progressive rock feel to this. And I love the space that's created on this song. It really breathes. It really, really does. What do you guys think of Roll It Over? I think it's one of the greatest Oasis songs. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. There's album reviews on the channel. There's talk about Oasis, talk about other Britpop. There's all sorts of good stuff if you're a music obsessive. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.